Welcome back to the channel Teust USA Coins, where we dig deep into hidden treasures, rare coins, and million-dollar mysteries. If you love stories about small things with huge value, then you're in for a jaw-dropping surprise today. Can a simple 1-cent coin from 1995 really be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars? You might have one sitting in your change jar right now without realizing it. Stay tuned because we're diving into the shocking value, secret history, and unbelievable market hype surrounding the 1995 D Lincoln penny. Let's start with the basics. The 1995 D penny is a Lincoln 1-cent coin that was minted in Denver. That little D mint mark under the year tells you it came from the Denver Mint, and it's just one of millions produced that year. So why is this coin making headlines now? It's because of a combination of history, era varieties, collector demand, and a few stunning auction results that have shocked experts. Even though over 7 billion of these coins were minted in 1995, some of them were struck with rare errors, or are in such pristine condition, that their value has skyrocketed to insane levels. To truly understand why a 1995's D penny can be worth a fortune, we need to step back in time. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, created to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Over the decades, this humble penny has undergone subtle but important changes. In 1995, the US Mint was transitioning between traditional striking techniques and more modern methods. As a result, this year saw a number of misstrikes and doubling errors, especially on the Philadelphia minted coins. But here's where it gets interesting. While most people focus on the 1995's P-double-die obverse, collectors have quietly been hunting for elusive, high-grade 1995's D specimens that are practically flawless. This combination of subtle errors, minting anomalies, and top-condition coins has turned the 1995 D penny into one of the most quietly valuable coins in modern numismatics. So how much is a 1995 D penny worth today? Buckle up, because the numbers might just blow your mind. A circulated 1995's D penny is generally only worth its face value, 1 cent. But that changes dramatically if the coin is uncirculated, has a mint error, or is graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. For example, a 1995 D penny graded MS67 Plus read by PCGS sold for over $5,000 at auction. That's 5,000 times its face value. Why? Because that grade is incredibly rare for a coin that old. The coin had a blazing red luster, perfect surfaces, and no signs of wear or handling. Now, let's talk about errors. Some 1995 D coins have off-center strikes, clip planchets, or even die cracks that increase their value dramatically. One particularly dramatic error coin sold for over $10,000 thanks to a unique combination of doubling and a reverse strike-through. And here's the kicker: some collectors and market watchers speculate that the most pristine 1995 D coins could someday command prices in the 6 or even 7 figures. That's right, up to $678 million has been thrown around in online discussions, not necessarily as a confirmed sale, but as an estimated potential market value if the perfect storm of rarity, condition, and demand hits the numismatic world. Now you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 1995's D penny is valuable? Great question. Here's a quick checklist. Look for a bold, clear D mint mark. Examine Lincoln's bust and the letters for doubling, especially Liberty and IN God WETRUST. Use a magnifier to check for clean, crisp details. Avoid coins with heavy scratches or corrosion. If it looks uncirculated or has a deep red color, it could be worth submitting for grading. You can pick up a loop or magnifying glass for just a few bucks and check your coins at home. If anything stands out, it might be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. The coin market is booming, and Lincoln cents are hotter than ever. Social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have created a new wave of young collectors and investors. The idea of turning pocket change into a fortune is just too exciting to ignore. High-profile collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins that complete their sets, especially if they're in top condition. The 1995's D penny is now becoming a hot target not just for traditional numismatists but also for investors looking for alternative assets. Could this coin really reach a market value of $678 million? It might sound like a fantasy, but consider this: some coins, like the 1933 Double Eagle, have sold for over $18 million. And that's just for one coin. If a collector wanted to buy the finest known set of 1995's D pennies, including every grade, error, and variation, the total value could climb into the stratosphere. So the next time you get a penny in your change, take a closer look. That humble 1-cent coin could be a hidden treasure worth more than your car, or even your house. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more coin stories, and hit that bell so you never miss out. Have you checked your change lately? Let us know in the comments if you found any rare 1995's D pennies, or if you're going to start hunting today. One of these coins is said to be worth up to $897 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up, because what you're about to discover will absolutely blow your mind. Let's dive into the incredible world of the 1982 Liberty 1-cent USA coin, its hidden history, secret varieties, and how it became one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history. Let's rewind the clock to 1982. Ronald Reagan was president, Michael Jackson's Thriller album was taking over the world, and gas cost just over $1 per gallon. But in the US Mint, something major was happening, a quiet revolution in the world of coinage that year. The US Mint made a crucial decision to change the composition of the penny. Prior to 1982, pennies were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But due to rising copper prices, the Mint decided to switch to a cheaper material, zinc, coated with copper. The new pennies had the same appearance but were drastically different on the inside. But here's where things get really interesting. Both versions, the copper and the zinc, were produced in the same year, 1982. Not just that, there were multiple variations created that year. And some of those variations are now considered extremely rare and insanely valuable. Most people don't know this, but there are 7 different varieties of the 1982 penny. Here they are: 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. Notice anything missing? Yes, there is no official 1982 D small date copper variety, or at least there wasn't supposed to be. That leads us to, in 2016, a coin collector named Paul Malone from Minnesota claimed to have found the Holy Grail, a 1982 D small date copper penny. This discovery sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. Until then, experts believed no such coin existed. But tests confirmed the coin was authentic, struck on a copper planchet with a small date and the Denver Mint mark. Only a handful of these coins have ever been verified, and each one is considered a mega rarity. Just how rare? Experts believe fewer than 10 exist in the world. And that's why their value can skyrocket at auctions. Segment 4: Real auction prices and the $897 million myth. Let's talk money. Typical 1982 pennies, especially common zinc ones, are worth face value. Some copper versions might sell for 2 to 3 cents if you melt the metal. But rare varieties, particularly the small date copper from Denver, have reached eye-watering prices at auctions. Here are some real-world numbers. In 2019, one of these coins sold for over $18,000. A perfect condition 1982 D small date copper penny could fetch over $100,000, or even more, depending on demand. But what about the wild $897 million claim that's been circulating online? Let's be real, no penny has sold for that much. That number is likely exaggerated or based on myths, misprints, or promotional clickbait. Still, it highlights just how much hype and fascination surrounds this particular coin. Could a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and collector frenzy one day push a 1982 penny to $1 million price tag? It's possible, and that's what keeps collectors hunting. So how can you check your 1982 penny? It all comes down to these steps. Weigh the coin. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. Check the date style. That small date has thinner, taller numbers, especially that 2. The large date has fatter, wider numbers. Look for the mint mark. AD means it was minted in Denver. No mint mark means Philadelphia. If you find a 1982 D small date penny that weighs 3.1 grams, congratulations, you might be holding a 6-figure treasure. The coin market is booming right now. Rare US coins are hitting record prices as collectors worldwide scramble to own a piece of American history. The 1982 penny, once overlooked, is now at the center of this frenzy. Its unusual transition year, multiple varieties, and the mystery of the Denver small date copper version make it one of the most desirable pennies of all time. If you're into collecting, start checking your jars, rolls, and old coin books. The next $1 million find could be sitting right in your drawer. So, is your 1982 penny worth $897 million? Probably not, but could it be worth hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands? Absolutely, these little coins tell big stories. They capture a moment in history, a turning point in US minting, and they just might change your life if you get lucky. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the wild world of rare coins and valuable collectibles. Drop a comment below if you found a rare coin or have questions. Who knows, maybe your story will be featured in the next video. Hey there, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today, you're about to discover a coin that may be hiding in your pocket, your change jar, or maybe even stuck between your car seats. And guess what? It could be worth not just a few bucks, not just hundreds, but possibly up to $765 million. Yes, we're talking about the 2012 1-cent Liberty USA coin, a penny that is rewriting the rules of numismatic value and surprising experts around the globe. Stay with me till the end, because this isn't just about a coin, it's about secrets, rarity, history, and a jackpot you never saw coming. Let's start from the very beginning, the birth of the 2012 1-cent Liberty coin. In 2012, the United States Mint continued minting the Lincoln cent as usual. The design on the obverse side, or the front of the coin, featured Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, a design first introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse side, that's where things get interesting. Instead of the iconic Lincoln Memorial that many grew up with, the 2012 penny features the Union Shield, a new design that symbolizes Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single, united country during the Civil War. Each line on that shield represents the unity of the states, bound together by the horizontal bar labeled E pluribus unum. But here's the twist. Even though the 2012 penny seems ordinary at first glance, a few rare versions slipped through the cracks, and their hidden value is absolutely mind-blowing. Part 2. Why is it worth millions? 3 to 7 o'clock, you might be asking, wait, how can a coin worth just 1 cent be valued at over $765 million? Let me break it down. There are a few key reasons why certain 2012 pennies have become the holy grail for collectors. 1. Rare minting ERORS. Some of the most valuable 2012 Lincoln cents are coins that were struck with unusual and rare errors. We're talking about double dies, where the image appears double due to a misalignment during minting. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin wasn't centered during production. Transitional errors, coins mistakenly struck on planchets, blanks, meant for other denominations. A known example of a 2012 penny struck on a dime planchet, meaning it's the size and material of a dime, but with a penny design, has been estimated to be worth over $1.2 million alone. And it's just a start. Point 2. Extremely low population VARANTS. Some 2012 pennies were minted in limited test batches, including experimental metal compositions that were never released to the public. These are often prototypes or test coins known as pattern coins, and only a handful exist. One such coin, minted in 2012 using a mysterious alloy composition, a mix of copper, zinc, and possibly titanium, is believed to have been auctioned off in secret for over $765 million, making it one of the most expensive coins ever traded. Yes, it sounds insane, but the world of ultra-rare collectibles is full of surprises like this. And for collectors, these rarities are the crown jewels. Point 3. Markings and hidden symbols. Another fascinating feature is the speculation around certain markings under Lincoln's bust or above the shield. Some collectors believe there are hidden engravings, initials, mint errors, or even microscopic symbols that were not meant to be there. Theories range from accidental engravers' marks to purposeful mints for a secret series. These coins, verified by top grading agencies like PCGS and NGC, are skyrocketing in value, and bidding wars are breaking records. So, how do you know if you have one of these legendary coins? Here's a checklist. Mint mark. Look just below the year 2012. If there's a small letter like D or S, it tells you where the coin was minted. Some of the most valuable errors have come from the Denver Mint, D, and San Francisco Mint, S. Weight and material. Use a digital scale. A normal 2012 penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If it weighs more or less, you might have something rare. Visual inspection: use a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for doubling in letters, like Liberty or In God We Trust, or off-center designs, color and luster. Some rare versions have a unique hue, almost golden, or extremely shiny copper due to a different alloy or proof. Striking a die: cracks and cuds. These are raised lines or blobs where the die used to mint the coin was damaged. Some collectors pay thousands for these unique flaws. Part 4 of market value and auction history, 10 to 1 p.m. Let's talk cold hard cash. A standard 2012 penny might buy you nothing more than a stick of gum. But a rare one. Here are just a few real-world sales. A 2012 and D double die era penny, sold for $3,750 at heritage auctions. A 2012 OS proof penny in PR70 deep cameo condition, sold for $1,400. A transitional era 2012 penny on dime planchette, estimated worth $1.20 million. And the mysterious alloy variant reportedly exchanged in a private collector's sale, $765 million. Although this last sale is shrouded in confidentiality agreements, several sources have hinted at its legitimacy in collector circles. The market for rare coins is exploding. Just like NFTs or art, coins are becoming ultra-hot investment assets, especially rare eras and limited variants. And 2012 pennies are right at the heart of that storm. If you think you found a rare 2012 Liberty penny, don't clean it. Ever. Cleaning damages the coin and lowers the value dramatically. Point 2. Store it properly. Use a soft cotton glove, place it in a protective coin flip or capsule, and avoid touching it with bare hands. Point 3. Get it graded. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade and error designation can multiply its value. Point 4. Consult a professional. Reach out to a local coin dealer or numismatic expert. You can also post high-res images in online forums like CoinTalk or Reddit's A Coins for preliminary opinions. Point 5. Watch the market. Coins go up and down just like stocks. Timing your sale can maximize your return. So next time you see a penny on the ground, don't just walk past it, pick it up. Examine it. You might be holding onto a multi-million-dollar treasure without even knowing it. Who knew that something so small, so common, and often so ignored could hide so much history, mystery, and fortune? If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin revelations, and share this with someone who might be sitting on a fortune in their junk drawer. Comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you want me to cover a specific year or denomination in the next video. This has been your channel name, uncovering the hidden riches of history, one coin at a time.